I was in the barbershop and they played the replay of Ebony Williams, uh, I guess on the grill with Alana Van Zant, and also on her heated exchange on the Breakfast Club with DJ Indy. Believe it or not, even before the controversy started, several weeks back when the book was first introduced, I went to Barnes and Noble to buy another book. And while glossing through her book, it's talking about black ownership and some really positive things. I bought a book. So she does have a current book out, and there's like a groundswell of discussions on her comments. I think Alana asked, would she marry a bus driver? And Ebony Williams answered, if he owned the bus company. And another blogger pointed out that she did a lot of that with facial expressions and some other things. And then she came back and defended her statements, talked about the angry comments she had received. And then she got to the part that kind of got me a little kind of peeved. She said, black men, you've been coddled or cradled or something like that, and your moms were good with your being a C and D student, and she wasn't into average, she wasn't into normal, and we're okay with being C and D students. Well, that kind of rankled me a tad bit, because God bless everybody who's ever made a C. I've spoken countless schools, countless, and even been the feature speaker at several graduations. And I've always said, teachers, be nice to your A and B students, but also don't forget your C, D, and F students, because they might have to come back and finance the school. Fred Smith got a C on his paper, and the paper that he submitted in college was his concept for FedEx. This was before FedEx was ever created. So look, you can't judge your life by a professor's construct, because grading is arbitrary to the professor. Of course, the institution sets standards, but a whole lot of it is whether the professor is in, whether he's out, whether he likes you, whether he feels you, whether he doesn't care about you, whether he's got other things going on, where he's working on something on the outside while he's dealing with his own personal issues. So judging by grades alone, of course, grades foster, and here we go into a larger debate. Grades foster academic performance at the high school level, which lends itself to scholarships, which lends itself to matriculating from college most times without as many financial concerns. And over life, there are defined studies that says that the person with a college degree over a lifetime will earn X amount of dollars more than John P. Worker. I do. I acknowledge that part of the argument. But I'm talking to you now from what I've seen in business. When you go to the exclusive men's store, when you go to Mercedes to purchase a vehicle, neither time will they ask you for your college transcript. Neither time will they ask you for how good your grades were. When you're in the environment, you're going to get a tad bit. There are certain men's stores here that you just, when you're in there, they can tell if you belong and tell if you don't. And no one cares about what your grades were in Mr. Johnson's class. I was having a discussion with a guy, And I told him that there are plumbers in the city that make more money than doctors. It's got to be true. It's absolutely has to be true, because what price won't you pay to get your commode unstopped? And you got to call him at the 1 and 2 in the morning. Whatever the bill is, you want it to stop. So I think that starts that thing in the African American community. And I applaud all of the strides that Black women have made. I think it said that Black women are matriculating through college campuses like no other ethnic group. I mean, their sisters are doing it. I celebrate your Black girl magic. But I guess I still have that Carter G. Woodson mindset. Carter G. Woodson wrote the book, The Miseducation of the Negro. And he often talked about the talented 10th, which is the sharpest of us, or the sharpest of the race, having no relationship or connection with those that are working people. And by not having that connection, then we have more intelligent people, but the community doesn't progress. I've said personally on a number of occasions that the greatest problem in Black America is we have no sense of community. That's an inherent problem. Of course, we fight some other forces that are quite powerful, but I'm saying we don't have a sense of community. It's always they and them instead of we and us. It's always, we got classism in our community, and classism in a community that's so challenged that they're saying by 2053, the average net worth of everyone in Black America will be zero. A community with that many concerns, we can't afford to be divided by classism. So I heard Eboni Williams, and it kind of disturbed me, because I'm not defending the C, D, and F student at all. They don't need their own defense. But if you run your life by grades, does that mean that the carpenter that does well, he doesn't fit the bill? What if the carpenter's happy? What if the plumber's happy? What if the HVAC guy is completely happy in what he does? What if the female cosmetologist has the life of life? How do you define what is exceptional? What is average? Folks, look, we got to get out of all these things. I know some people that can kill a verb, and they got more money than they got sense. To move in the upper echelon communities all across America, there won't be a reading test. So I'm not telling you that you don't go all in on the academics. Do all that you can. But please know that there are people traveling different routes. And with the insane amount of money and debt that are put on our college grads, most times, there are serious conversations from serious people about the long-term benefit of college. I know we start behind the gun as a people of color, and we have a lot of challenges. So I'm not telling you everybody to go just throw your school books away and just walk away. I'm not telling you that. But please know that there are other methods. When there are billionaires with nobody's degree, some people are just born with a gift. And then there's self-education. That's the best education I've ever seen, because you can work on yourself to the point where you train yourself. Now we have the internet, we have we have Google, we have YouTube. You can teach yourself just about anything. There's a free something somewhere for you to get better every day. So make yourself better every day, day by day, and I promise you'll come out on top. But look, let's stop the classism. Let's start the looking down our noses. Sisters, I applaud you. You're killing the game. But don't kill the game so much that you start being ineffective for our people. I feel Carter G. Woodson's one of my favorites, because he said there's a disconnect We're disconnected from so many things. We don't need that one more disconnect. Have a great day.